Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Koeman gets across to intercept that. Now it's Romario. And this is Maradona. Howson wins the duel this time. Leicester with the corner, there first. Bellingham clears it away. Vitoria are looking to go forward now. And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. And it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Romario. Romario! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Seedorf venturing down the left. He's in a great position here. He'll try from distance. Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him. He's got himself an absolute peach. And Vitoria are in front. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Leicester are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Quarter of an hour played. Seedorf. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely weighted ball. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Raul. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Tries to play it through. It's Maradona! And he's stuck it away. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find...
He's had a shot! And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And they're back in front! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Neymar. Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. Valde looking for options for movement. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Driving on and making good progress. Valde does well not to be outdone there. And here's Cruyff. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space, to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And he's got away from him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That is a great pick out. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And here's Romario. Raul. No way through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Vitoria clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Maradona! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And now he has two. Leicester dragged themselves back again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Can he get on the end of this? Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Seedorf. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Vinicius Junior does really well to win the ball there. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And the shots! Incredible! Just incredible! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Was there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you...
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Leicester can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bellingham. No, he's not getting past him there. Tchouaméni gets over and intercepts. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. This is a promising build-up. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Maradona really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mbappe. Oh, such a clever touch. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Puyol, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Romario. Bellingham. Seedorf, never out of the action for very long. Played down the flank. Can he latch on to this? That has been cut short. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Raul with the short one. And here's Raul. Oh, what? This time, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. It's a good spell of possession, this. Vinicius Junior! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Vitoria now in a position far more desirable.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Big chance, corner. Leicester have their second corner now. Edmilson! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Rafael Varane. Seedorf. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good for him.
He's all alone! Chance! It's bounced back off the post. Great ball, and he's in. Roll! And it's hit the woodwork again! Triol can clear it away. Raul, not a hint of offside here.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 2 then.
Neymar. Number 8. Johan Cruyff.
And it's going to be another corner.
Mario. Number 22.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Coming on the field. Number 7.
They've played it
Dani
short.
Olmo.
Mbappe.
Number 11.
And a chance!
Number 21.
Oh, full marks for that effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Substitution in progress.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mbappe shapes to shoot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It's all becoming so easy.
Vinicius Junior really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's Raul! And somehow he kept it out.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter.
Dani Olmo! Brilliant from Dani Olmo! A finish of true class! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Number 7, Dani
And
Olmo.
in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Vinicius Junior. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Guti. That looks a good ball through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great ball if he can get there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Victoria clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Guti. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Dani Olmo does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Maradona. And this is it's Lewandowski! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. It's played through for him. He's found a way through. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. So their fourth corner of the game, and it's been taken short. Raul. He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Oh, this looks sharp.
Has been indicated.
Raul powering forward here. Edmilson. Now it's Lewandowski. Well, that looks a decent ball. Maradona. And this is Maradona. Great defending, strong and determined. Belletti. And the pass is intercepted. So that's it. It is all over. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So straight into the action.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is.
He's having a pop! Brilliant from Lopez! He's got himself an absolute peach. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
So, a breakthrough already.
It's come to nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Maradona really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he finish? Oh, good finish. Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, that's well seen too. Leicester have conceded twice already. This is a horribly uncomfortable predicament for them. Koeman gets it clear. Ball swung in.
Towering header! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
And it's Iniesta. And here's Maradona.
And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's very neat. An instinct.
Terrific effort! And that's a good finish. Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Ha segnato al 16° minuto, numero 18.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. That has been knocked clear. Great defending, strong and determined. And now they can spring out of defence. This looks promising.
Shapes to shoot! And it's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
He's picked his way through. Triol attempts a clearance.
Shot at goal! And yes, it's there!
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Christensen is the guilty party there.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
That was travelling.
Neymar gets on his bike and on the move. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, well measured.
Chance for a shot!
And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Now it's Iniesta. Looking for options for movement. And he was alert to it. Suarez is herring after that one. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Looking for the run. Can he latch on to this?
Oh no, what has happened here?
Oh, that's fabulous.
There's the header! He will be livid with himself.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Tries to play it through. Triol. Maradona. Nicely weighted ball. Christensen gets over and intercepts. And here's Romario. Well, now here's a good...
And Romario!
Nearly, but not quite.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Space for him to turn and look.
And the shot! And that's in!
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And he's whipped it across. And out it comes again. Iniesta going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Yamal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Passing nice and neat. Fermin gets across to intercept that. Maradona. Luis Suarez. Now it's Cruyff. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he was quick to react. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And here's Cruyff. Maradona. And it's Belletti.
He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This possibly the last play of the half. Punched away.
Tries one from range.
And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really.
And that signals the end of the first period. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Facciamo gli auguri a tutti i tifosi che oggi festeggiano l'anniversario di matrimonio e che riceveranno un gentile omaggio.
So we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Decent chance! And no mistake. Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
There's some great running on show here, but...
Yamal!
Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
That's the keeper's ball. Leicester are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's
It's Maradona! And that's a sharp finish.
a truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Ha segnato al 53esimo minuto, numero 24. Attenzione, un cambio.
Leicester can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And now the breakaway. Oh, no joy this time. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. Belletti. Oh, Red, nice interception. Neymar. And here's Romario. That's destined for the flank. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Leicester have their third corner.
Oh, good climb! And there's a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Leicester cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
60 minutes played. Knocks it into space, and he's picked it up out wide. Now the cross. Christensen can get it clear. Oh, he's been caught napping. They've got to be quick to recover this.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Decent chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
And the pass is intercepted. Fermin running with the ball, aimed beyond the defence. And it's Cruyff. He's beaten the last man. Iniesta receives it in a good position here. Leicester with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Busquets can get it clear. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, important interception. And here's Maradona. Maradona.
And the counter is on.
Iniesta. Valde tries a cross. And that has been knocked clear. Terrific effort!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Romario clearly thought...
And Romario! It's bounced back off the post.
Valde puts a cross in. And that should get the job done. And it's Neymar. Valde hits a goal kick. Puyol picks it up from the goal kick. Puyol makes the interception. So we're still where we started right now. Now it's Yamal. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now that looks a decent ball. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Neymar.
Well, they can break here.
Puyol wins the duel this time. Always onto this. A lot of space ahead.
Neymar! There it is!
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
It's a pretty loose pass. Iniesta. Iniesta
Will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Neymar. Real chance!
Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Driving on and making good progress. And this is Neymar.
And the shot! And again! And that's a good finish. A again in a trice, and they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Signore e signori,